Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today we've got a game between Effort and Hydra here on Rush Hour 3.1. Got this replay off of TeamLiquid.net, off of their replay section. It's from 2011. I don't feel like the ZVZ meta has changed much since 2011, so hopefully this is pretty familiar to you. Pretty much the commentators have been wanting a ZVZ for a while, so I figured, hey, I'll go find one and cast it, so here we go. In the bottom left-hand corner, we've got the orange Zerg player. It is Effort, who we've seen on the channel before. And in the top left-hand corner, the yellow Zerg player, it is Hydra, who is probably more well-known than Effort is, but has definitely not been as active as Effort has been in the last 7 or 8 years or so. So, this might be a young Effort thing versus an older Hydra type situation. Should be interesting to see how these players manage to figure each other out, sniff each other out a little bit here too. And very excited to cast this one for ya. So from what I have gained from my experience playing ZVZ, reading up a little bit on ZVZ, is that it's about some early link counts until you get into Muta versus Muta. Hydra builds are also somewhat common, but harder to pull off just because they don't have the mobility that mutalisks do. Now in StarCraft 2, Muta versus Muta was the meta for quite a while, until they buffed the abilities of spore crawlers and basically caused them to wreck mutas with bonus damage versus flying biological stuff, and they never did that in the Brood War. So while spore colonies are good, they're not as good as to shut down somebody who's going mass mutalisk, and as a result, mutas are still very, very popular in the meta here. There was an interesting thing that I read. I've never seen this before, but apparently on maps that have nice ramps. Let's see, where did I see a ramp earlier? Here's one that has a ramp. You can kind of wall it off and basically skip ling speed, so you don't have to defend with Zerglings and get to your mutas faster. So we'll see if one of the players decide to go for that particular strategy. This is Rush Hour 3.1. I wonder if it's a reference to the movie or just the concept of Rush Hour, I suppose. Either way, both players are Overlord scouting, Silverlord scouting as I like to call it, because they are so dang slow. I think I stole that from a commentator on one of my LOTV videos, though. Commentator? Commentator is the word. Anyway, both players are in fact going for an extractor pool here. No quick expansions yet. It is possible to go for a hatch first play in ZVZ, but it is not recommended just because you might be getting 6 or 8 pooled and you could absolutely die. However, this does seem to be a pretty big map, and expanding at this point is Hydra. Effort, on the other hand, is not going for that expansion quite yet. He still doesn't know where Hydra is or what he's doing, which, I mean, I'd be worried as well to expand early against Hydra. I'd want to get some lings out, some base defense, maybe even, honestly, a sunken colony at this stage of the game. Oh, okay, he's going for a quick lair instead, so it looks like he's trying to get up to his mute tech faster than Hydra is. Hydra sacrificing that early lair to, in fact, go for a quick expansion, which will give him a better economy. One thing that's really huge in ZVZ2 is getting drone kills. If you can pick off drones with lings, pick off drones with mutalisks, you're going to be ahead of your opponent, have a better economy, your mutaball is going to be bigger, and it's going to be an easier win for you. What is this? What are you doing, drone? Pop! That is going to be production tab says it's a macro hatch inside his own main base. What are you doing, Effort? This is crazy pants. And these lings are just playing defensively from Hydra, too. He's worried, because he doesn't know either. He doesn't know what's going on. Some lings are out here from both players, but it's, what, just 2 and 1 out on the map, so nothing too crazy. This ling is going to go for the scout, though, and be able to see the complete lack of an expansion from Effort, and also come in and see the lair timing, which is way ahead of his. Hydra is going for ling speed, and Effort is skipping ling speed. He's going to have to defend with slow lings against fast lings for quite a while, which is not something I like to do. I'm not sure anybody likes to do it here. Ling versus ling battles. Did somebody just kill a drone? I just heard a drone die. Oh, must have canceled a thing? Yep, there's Creep Colony, and there's your Spire. Wow, one base spiring it here, and here comes Hydra. Hydra's going to try to kill this thing because he knows he's behind on the tech path. If mutas get out before he's ready for it, he's in a ton of trouble. So here come the lings, speeding on down. They do, in fact, have speed. I don't know if this is going to work out for Effort at all. Look at these lings, several of them rolling, and additional reinforcement popping in here, too. The Sim City kind of keeping him alive, and forces a cancel on the Spire. Sunken Colony getting some shots off here. Effort throwing out something in Korean, I assume. He's not pleased about this at all. Drones forced to fight for their life. There are lings inside the main base, speedlings no less. inside the main base. Once again, trying to throw down that Spire. Zerglings from Hydra trying to force another cancel here. And he does. He kills it before it can actually finish. Oh, or even get canceled, I should rather say. Oh, that hurts. That hurts so much. And guess who went for a Spire in the meantime? Hydra did. Hydra Spire is now a little bit ahead of efforts, and Hydra has an expansion on top of it too. That went so well for Hydra. Good job from him. The counterattack ability of Effort is just minimal right now. He doesn't have speed for his lings. Effort has a lot to say. Hydra says ZVZ. You have to know, man. You have to know how important that Spire is. And if you get it scouted and your opponent has speedlings, they'll come and try to snipe it off. I know the SimCity was good. There was no surround potential on that Spire, but jeez. Just that one edge with a few speedlings is enough. It is enough to take that sucker down. So it's going to be 2 base versus 1. I don't know how Effort gets out of this thing. I really, really don't. I do want to stress I don't watch the games before I cast them for the most part. Sometimes I will if it's with a player I've never seen before and don't know who they are, and I want to see if it's a good game or not, what their APM is, what the mid-game, late-game looks like. But in this case, where I do know these players, I didn't load it up beforehand. I just don't know how Effort gets back into this game. You can't just do the same thing that Hydra's doing. You absolutely can't just go for Spire versus Spire. He is getting speed, which, again, he skipped to go for that early Spire, but he will have speedlings of his own at some point here. And Spire timings, here we go. This one's going to finish up. And then this one's going to finish up just a little bit later. But again, just a couple seconds can be all the difference in a pro ZVZ. Zerglings running around from Effort. Wait, Effortlings got in here. How did you get in here? Hydra was not paying attention, apparently. The Ling's not quite sure what to do. They should really be trying to pick off some drones, but they have some pretty good defensive capabilities themselves, especially if they're only going after a few Lings here. But look at this big old Ling flood out of Effort rolling up. Did Hydra skip on base defense? He's got his mutas out, but he might lose his hatch, his natural base hatchery altogether. The mutas are forced to stay behind and try to save this thing. I think that might be a fool's errand here. There are too many Lings. Sure, mutas do that splash damage, and Lings don't have much HP. But that's it. The natural base falls. Well done by Effort. I was wondering what he could do to get back into this game, and that might honestly be it. I mean, right now, his Lings aren't going to be able to do a whole lot. Not with mutas in the sky. Oh, some Scourger out, though. Check this action out. Good target firing from Hydra, though. Wow, I don't think those got hits at all. Additional ones trying to come in. Scourge do get a hit. And that one gets... Oh, did that get a hit? I'm not convinced that got a hit. Let's take a look real quick. Everybody's a little bit injured. Maybe just one of them are the injured there. But excellent job. So we're down to 1 base versus 1 base Muta right now. Can this get more tense? Can this get more exciting in a ZVZ? Who's going to be able to win these Muta battles? Who's going to be able, I guess, to kill Scouting Overlords too, if your Effort. It's 28 to 33 supply. And the Mutas are just playing base defense right now. Some Hydras are coming down, checking to see, is there a natural base I can possibly kill of Efforts? And the answer is, wait, no. Is he scouting for another base? What is he doing with these? Apparently just hiding them. That's all he's doing, hiding them in this corner to attack later, I guess. Alright, guys. It's cool. Alright, so I guess the macro hatch does help Effort here, because Effort can build off of 2 bases, well, 2 bases worth of production, even if he has 1 base worth of income, whereas Hydra is sitting on 1 base of income and 1 base of production. He's trying to expand again, but he's going to be late. Zerglings rolling in right on top of these Mutas, man. The Mutas can see them. And the Lynx decide to go back to their hidey hole once again. Yep, there is your Spore colony. Boop. Sitting behind the mineral line. And now, look, it does 15 damage, which, fine. It's good, but it's not enough to dissuade Mutas from coming in at all, as it turns out. Sunken colony, man. Wow. So good against Zerglings. Just one-shots those suckers. They just don't have much HP at all. That's the trade-off, though. If you're fast and zippy in this game, your health pool is poor. And that's what we're seeing here with the Mutalisks. 120 health, very fast, but die very quickly to most things that try to kill it, including other Mutalisks. Scouting with Overlords, possibly looking for somewhere else to expand his Hydra, but it's not looking very good for him. It's not looking like that's what he wants to do. I love Effort's Scourge. It really prevents Hydra from just straight up engaging here, even if he has more... Oh, the Scourge hits! No, I don't know if that one got it. Okay, that one got a hit. Wow. Wow, indeed. The mutas from Effort are just absolutely doing a great job here. The control fleeing, though. Fleeing at this point. Only ended up with 2 mutas at the end of the day. How did I get rid of... Oh, E. Right. E gets rid of that in the top right. Good to know. Good to know, Falcon. A couple more mutas rolling on in, trying to pick off the drones. What is the drone count here? Are there seriously 3 drones in this main for Hydra? Holy smokes, dude. What's your income looking like right now? I mean, Effort's not killing it on the income, but he has more than 3 drones back home. Oh, boy. All right, well, Hydra is making 3 drones at a time, trying to get back up on that income. It's still 28 to 31 harvesters. It's not like Effort, or total supply. It's not like Effort is way up at this point. But we're making another creep colony, going to upgrade that thing to a spore colony. I cannot believe Effort has not expanded at this point of the game. This is absolutely bonkers from him. Yeah, see, this is the Zerg music I've always said I'm not a huge fan of. I do like it a little bit later in this track, but the track just starts out so slow. Which I guess is fair, right? Because it usually starts out in a game where things are kind of slow and it matches the tone. And there's our guitar-heavy stuff here. And here we go. Ready? Ah, that brings back the memories. That brings back the feels. I can tell you that much. Look at these Scourge just scooting up along this left side. Don't mind us, just looking for mutas to run into and kill. And suicide bomb. There they are. Get them. Get them. Does Hydra see these? Oh no! Big time hits! And round 2. Oh, you could have got him. That was not a hit. Pretty injured stuff. See, sending the Lings in to pick off the drones. He's trying to just get gas at this natural base as Hydra. Muta's picking off an Overlord, but that looks like a bigger flock from Hydra. It is. There's a couple more. So you can't really engage until you have the bigger flock. Oh, there come the Zerglings. Hydra's in trouble, man. These drones can't fight for themselves. They're absolutely going to run back to the natural base to buy some time where there's a sunken colony. The mutas are going to try to finish these suckers off too. Get out of here, Zerglings. My house is my house. And it is not your house. I cannot believe how long Effort is one-basing this thing. And as soon as I say that, a hatchery comes down for Effort as a natural base at the 12-minute mark. Oh, hilarious. Hilarious. He's finally expanding in 11 minutes. Go figure. Go figure. I do want to do a quick plug for the Discord server. Things are a little bit slow right now. There's a link in the description. Come hang out with other StarCraft fans. StarCraft 2 and Brood War are there. It is a good time to be sure. Had somebody just make a new map for Brood War if you want to check that out too. Scourge flying in, bypassing the Overlord. Not what we want to kill, they say. Oh, they did kill the Overlord. That is what they want to kill. Wow, way to prove me wrong on that one. Where are the mutas? Oh, they're up here. They're fighting against our mutas. In the middle of the map here, chasing them down. Does anybody have upgrades at this point? No, nobody's bothered to get any of the upgrades. Haven't seen those in the production tab, and they're not on the mutas either. But it's just the problem. It's 39 to 29 harvesters. Scourge did actually engage upon that Overlord. I think that was an accident, though. I don't think he intended that. The thing is, the muta count for Hydra is a lot bigger. Right, right. So here we go. Mutas couldn't deny that natural base? Probably. I don't see anything that can stop that from happening. Guess who's up here, though? Mutas are killing all of the drones in the natural base of Hydra, and all of these drones in the main are going to die. No spore colonies at all. Look at that muta stack. Look at that stack. Oh, there's only 2 of them there. I guess we kind of split the muta group up a little bit. Are you going after the... Okay. Well, now it's muta versus muta action. I really don't know enough to tell who's going to win this thing. It looks like Hydra will. Man, that orange versus yellow is not very different. Yeah, I'm just going to try to pick off that wounded drone before all goes wrong. It was not a huge win by Hydra, mind you. He's got 2 mutas remaining to the 1 of efforts. Is this more Zergling? This is more Zergling. This natural base is going to die. Probably. Sunken Colony is just wailing on these Lings as they run past. Lings running in. The muta group is here, though. I don't know how many drones you're going to kill, buddies. I know you're trying. I get that you're trying. Oh, the Scourge are zoning the mutas out. Nice turn and fire, though. And Hydra, I think, is in control here. 37 to 22 total harvesters. Desperation Scourge and Scourge Lings trying to run on out now. I think this might be it. I don't really like what I'm seeing here from Effort. As far as muta count goes, Ling count goes, his drone count is pretty fantastic. He's got a bit of a bank here too, but his gas income is just not healthy because he lost his natural, which is bad for him. He does have a third base that finished. He really needs to take this extractor as soon as he can and get that gas income started again. These mutas are just checking to see the natural didn't come back down. Once that happens, they're going to go back up to play some base defense. The thing about mutas is they're pretty good about defending and attacking pretty much simultaneously, right? The mutas could be back home in a jiffy if you need them to. And then this is where the track slows down again, gets real soft and gentle. So weird. Alright, so killing overlords does supply block Hydra there. 42 out of 35 supply. Scouting overlord of effort gets picked off there. The muta count is just getting insane for Hydra right now. That's all he's been doing is winning muta engagements and getting that muta flock higher. Lings once again running past the sunken colony in the natural base, trying to get into the main. Nope, chased away by the mutas. Do they get a drone? They get a drone kill. Killing drones, man. There's effort going to be able to do this thing just because he's so significantly picking off Hydra's drone count consistently throughout this game. It might be enough for him. Two spore colonies at the natural base, which isn't even done yet. 3 here. I mean, like I said, they do okay, but they're not enough to dissuade the other Zerg player from going muta like they are in StarCraft 2. You get them, but they're not going to make a tech switch happen for the most part. All right, this third base. Yep, getting that gas. Okay, this is where effort gets the gas. He keeps... Wow, he's going Scourge again. I'm going to say he keeps making mutas. Nah, I think he's kind of given up on the muta thing. What is this? This is 8 plus another 8, 9. Yeah, I mean, it's 17 mutas. Jeez, dude. That's a lot of mutas out here for Hydra. Ling's just trying to do it. Trying to actually bait the mutas into the Scourge here. Oh, good time hits there. Excellent job. Lings get picked off. More Lings. Oh, these are Scourge. More Scourge coming up here. I don't know if you can cost efficiently use these Scourge to finish off the Hydra group, but you can supply block Hydra consistently, man. Force him to spend money on overlords and slow down his ability to make more mutalisks. The natural base is back. I'm liking this. I'm liking what we're seeing from effort. He's just slowly whittling away. More supply block on Hydra, sculpting away, chipping away at these drones. These poor unupgraded Lings, man. Not doing great. Oh, mutas do fly on here to the third base, but you know what? The spores managed to get rid of them. Nice job, spores. One of them went down, but it wasn't enough. This anti-air, this commitment to anti-air is really fantastic. Out of effort so far. I really love what I'm seeing. Who's getting +1 fire carapace? Effort's getting +1 fire carapace to allow his Scourge. Oh, you had a hit. You had a shot and you dodged yourself. So hard to control in this game. Scourge coming back from the backside to the mutas. The mutas absolutely see them. Okay. The mutas are like, we can't hold. Ow. All right. I was gonna say you can't hold still, but even if you're moving, man. Not a good look for you. Look at the range on these spores, too. Losing another muta there. Finally taking out a spore, getting an overlord in the process, and shutting down all the mining at the natural base. That's a good job. This more Scourge. This is more Scourge flying around. Is there overlords we can kill? There's nothing here we can kill. I kind of wish for these air-to-air units only, there was like a kamikaze option where you would just dive bomb stuff and do maybe half damage to it. Oh! That was almost accidental. Ooh, got the muta. So you're killing a lot of mutas, effort. I get that. But you're just not whittling down the muta count enough to where you can ever take them down with Scourge or with any mutas of your own. Okay, again, drone count whittling down here. Hydra has killed some drones. Let's not mistake it. But it hasn't been a lot. Problem is, if you're effort, how do you move out and win? I like that you're whittling down the muta count. I like you're keeping Hydra on a low drone count. But what is your tech of choice to where you just win this thing? Because static defense is good for static defense. You can't win the game with spore colonies. It's not going to happen. Yeah, I mean, muta count today is 12. Good old 12 of them. Running around. Do they have the upgrade? No, that was effort. That's working on that +1 full fire carapace. All right, here we go. Is this enough muta to just take down the third base entirely? I think Hydra thinks it is. By golly, he does. And is this the death knell for effort? Once again, I love the spore colonies. I just don't think they're enough. Some Scourge. If some Scourge gets some hits. The dodging. This is some crazy micro right now. Crazy? I'm going to say incredible and crazy at the same time. Scourge, go. Get him. He wants... Ugh. Okay, not enough. Well, one did go down. So third base is toast. Natural base is happy and running, though. And still, a better drone count, I want to say. For effort. Better drone count, but smaller army count. Oh, that spore finished and immediately died. Ouch. Alright, so the muta count is down to, wow, 7. 7 of them. And a lot of them are injured, too. Jeez. Is he going to hold this? Man, several times the Scourge have been in exploding distance and then, like, juked away. I don't know what it is. Creep colony attempted here at the third base, so he's locked down the third base pretty well. This continued Scourge assault, though, has got to be driving him absolutely insane. His control has been pretty great. Sure, he's taken some hits. Ooh, well, lost a muta there. That was bad timing for me. His mutaflock is down from 13 to 4. 13 to 4. Effort is just whittling this thing down with Scourge. That said, there's a couple mutas back home for Hydra. He's still consistently working on those things, making 2 at a time right now. Effort did end up keeping the hatchery, and that's your good game. Whoa! Hydra taps out at the 18-minute and 30-second mark. But, okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. I just feel like he could have survived a little bit longer, but maybe he knows his income is just horrendous. He never killed this hatchery. There's a base on the right side coming up. I'm not sure he knew about that either. I don't think he did. But it was very soon to be 4 base to 2 base. And look how healthy this drone line is. How healthy this drone line is compared to this. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drones inside that main base, and 1, 2, 3, 4 mining minerals at the natural. Yeah, he was down in economy big time. He lost a lot of his mutalisks. Couldn't do enough to shut down this natural base or continue to shut down the third base. And Hydra's economy was just steamrolling. It was just continuing to move. So good job. Good job indeed by effort getting the win against Hydra today. Excellent, excellent completion of your goal. Meanwhile, back on the score list, what is this thing called? Statistics menu. Hydra produced 128 to 269 of effort, killed 114 to 96, lost 96 to 112. So yeah, effort just more cost efficient. He was able to kill more things, make more things, and lose about the same as Hydra did. Hydra ended up raising 9 buildings. Most of those are spore colonies, I want to say. And then, yeah, resource collection here really tells the story, as it usually does. Effort, more gas mined, more minerals mined, and more total spent by about 5,000 in a mirror matchup. So that's going to be a huge deal. It's going to be a big way to win a game against somebody as good as our friend Hydra is here today. So excellent work by effort, taking down Mr. Hydra. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.